Good evening, dear viewers, and welcome to the quarterfinals. This is quarterfinal number 3 and in KCC FRiENDi Mobile T10 Ramadan League. And tonight we have the two heavyweight teams, Ecovert FM taking on Mulla Exchange. I have the two captains beside me, Naveen Jacob, the captain of Ecovert FM, and beside him is Salish Chandran, the captain of Mulla Exchange. Overseeing the toss is Mr. Shahid. Welcome, gentlemen, for the toss. So, Salish, you have the coin. Ship is the call.
Ship.
And that's ship. So Naveen Jacob. So Naveen Jacob, you won the toss. What have you elected? So dear viewers, Naveen Jacob has made a decision. He's gonna bat first. Mobile T10 Ramadan League. You have seen from the toss that Ecovert FM, after having won the toss, elected to bat first right away. Before we move further, we'll have a look at the playing 11 for both the teams. For the Quarte FM, you have the captain and wicketkeeper Naveen Jacob, Abdullah Ghulam, Ahmed Mirza, Bashrat Ali, Bikram Raj, Murshid Mustafa, Umar Abdullah, Praveen Raj, Ruwa Ullah, Saad bin Sajjad, and Sarat Vasudev. For the Mulla Exchange, Anas Mohammed, the wicketkeeper, Salish Chandran, the captain, Ansal Anazir, Anudeep, Arun Raj, Naveen Raj, Nitin Saldana, Pradeep Subramanian, Rajesh Krishnan, Rajit Reji, and Shinu John. So very strong names out there in both the teams, and as you have seen from the matches that happened yesterday, the first two quarterfinals, surely going down the wire, where JK Super 11 won the match against the Stack CC by just a run. And in the second quarterfinals, Selinko Express beat the KRM Panthers by 3 runs. And we can all be hopeful, dear viewers, to have an exciting match tonight as well between these two good teams, Ecovert FM and Mulla Exchange. I was with the captain, Salish Chandran. Unfortunately lost the toss. But he said that even if he had won the toss, he would have bowled first. So both the captains are happy with what happened, the decision in the toss. And rightly so. The reason for Salish is happy is because he believes in their bowling lineup. You can see tall names out there. If I just have a quick look at the playing 11, there's Arun Selvaraj, Naveen Raj, the captain himself, Salish Chandran. All are fantastic bowlers. And I believe they look out to get the Ecovert FM. Mind you, their Ecovert FM are missing the services of their great players, Meet Bausar, Bilal Tahir as well. They are representing the national side in the Asian qualifiers happening. So definitely a good task, and Ecovert FM generally have been a very good team. They have a strong lineup. They will miss their servicemen, but they still possess the firepower to try and have a good match against the Mulla Exchange. So the fielders have come out there. You've seen Nitin Saldana with his famous red cap. And Mulla Exchange, they've played 7 matches, won 5 of them, just lost 1, that too against the Selinko Express, and 1 was a tie. So they'll be positive here in this match going forward. But mind you, Ecovert FM also have a similar record. They've played 7 matches, won 5, lost 1, and 1 was a draw. So one team having a very good bowling lineup, which I believe is Mulla Exchange, and a very strong, solid batting lineup as always from the Ecovert FM. Looks like Murshid Mustafa will be a batter to open the innings. He's at the strike, taking his guard. Everything's set. And Omar Abdullah at the non-striker's end. So both the batters are ready. So is our very own match official Shahid Raja. Arun Selvaraj to begin the innings in the first over. And what a delivery up front. That's going down leg surely. But what a ball to begin with. And this will make the batters a bit more cautious and vigilant. You could see that. He got the hint of movement in the air. Have a look at this one, dear viewers. What a delivery first up to the batter. He was in the block hole. Nothing that Murshid could do on that occasion. So all eyes on the power play. 2 fielders allowed outside 30-yard circle. Getting the outside edge. That's running away towards the boundary. So unfortunate, but they will take however it comes. Because they're using the pace of Arun. And they've opened the innings with a boundary here. You could see that wide outside, just getting the outside edge of the bat. And off it went. Away from the keeper. And since he's getting the ball to swing, he's getting that hint from the surface. I should believe they should have a third man, or at least right now they've done that smartly. Shot third man and shot fine leg closer to the keeper. This time it's outside the trim line. It's got a Buribo lad. I see they have a packed onside field in terms of the 2 fielders allowed. You can see clearly one behind the deep backward square leg, and the other person, the other fielder, is in the deep mid-wicket region. And the reason for that is Arun is bowling wide off the crease. He's getting the ball into Murshid, but this time that's a poor delivery, well capitalized by Murshid. It was outside off, and what a shot with the perfect timing. What impresses me about that shot, dear viewers, is the timing. Have a look at this one. He waited on 1 foot and off it goes. And this is what makes a difference when you are a batter, technically sound, and you can hit the shot with timing. Then the strength required usually is not that much. It's all about the game. You all remember Sachin Tendulkar, short man, but the shots that he used to play was with pure timing. And not just him, anyone technically sound always get good runs with the cricketing shot. That's one again, but straight to the fielder, and that's a first wicket. And the Al Mulla exchange very, very happy. Murshid disappointed with that shot. He wanted to clear the inner circle. The man at mid-off, beg your pardon. But straight in the hands, nothing that Murshid could do. And first wicket down for the Quarte FM, and they've lost their opening batter Murshid. Good catch by Ansal at mid-off. The pass was scoring 10 in the first 4 deliveries. And have a look at that one. Again, in the Fuller, he bowled at Fuller. Couldn't get underneath the ball. Rightly so, Arun is bowling with such pace. And in walks their captain Naveen Jacob to shoulder the responsibility. He is the captain, he is a wicket keeper. And what a crucial time for him to come. He wouldn't have expected to come so early. But that's how the situation reads. So Al Mulla getting the better of Murshid, and they have now an upper hand, at least going in this first over. 11 runs have been scored, no doubt. But always an addition in the wicket column is smiles for everyone. What a delivery once again to follow up. They'll sneak in that 1 run Ansel was a bit slow to come from the mid-off, but nonetheless, a good over in terms of runs. 12 runs so far of it. One more delivery to go. And surely it's already being predicted that it's going to be an amazing quarter final. Two equal teams, at least in the league stages. We do know that Ecovert FM are missing their servicemen Bilal Tahir and Meet Bausar. Again, upper edge going towards the boundary. So that they are using the pace, they're slicing whatever it comes in the arc, and this time it's Omar who gets that boundary for them. Have a look at this one. He sliced it hard, got the outside edge, but a thick one indeed for it to fly over the short third man fielder. And a very, very good over in terms of runs, 16 of it. And Al Mulla Exchange will be looking to bounce back, or to slow down proceedings, at least in the power play. Mind you, we have the first 3 overs as a power play, with only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. From the garden end, you have a Naveen Raj to start off proceedings from the garden end. There's a long off now in place for a Naveen. So also a deep extra cover. So clearly the line will be well outside the off. I predict he will bowl short. It shouldn't be full for him to drive. Rightly so, but it's in the gap, and that's going for another boundary. They're dealing in boundaries and sixes at the moment, Ecovert FM. And the wicket of Murshid have not stopped anything in terms of their intent. And you can see that on the back foot, he played it, slapped it hard, I would say, technically. And rightly into the gap between long off and extra cover. So runs are coming thick and fast for the Ecovert FM. And that's a wicket, good comeback by Naveen Raj. And Naveen bowls out his fellow Naveen, and that's wicket number 2. And Al Mulla Exchange are having a knack of picking up wickets. And there's wicket number 2. He'll be very upset with himself. Naveen wanted to play it late, but in that process, losing his 3 stumps. And he departs for scoring 5 of 3. And have a look at the one on the back. We wanted to play it late, but late enough for it to dislodge his stumps altogether. So they are happy. The Al Mulla Exchange, Ecovert FM, but start to be a little bit worried now, because losing 2 wickets early on is not a good sign. And in comes Bashrat Ali, another destructive batter. He would now have to step up with Omar. And what's more important is they have to stitch a partnership here, at least for the next 3 or 4 overs before they go all out against the Al Mulla Exchange. Omar getting some new gloves. The field for Bashrat Ali, you can see long on. There's a man at deep mid wicket. So the line I predict will be into his body. Ball from middle and off and middle. Nothing outside off. He bowled outside off. Lucky for him, it went to the fielder. Anything wide or in the gap, they've run away for a boundary because it was played with good timing from Bashar Ali. He's off the mark straight away. They still have a long on and the deep mid wicket. Interesting, the line and length from Naveen Raj. Off the back foot, once again to the point fielder. He's been lucky once again, Naveen Raj. Umar couldn't play it in the gap, but it was the ball to be played. He has to be careful about his line and length. He cannot bowl anything outside off with that field that he has set up for himself. So 2 more deliveries to finish off this over. Good feeling, good work done. That's a good throw as well to the keeper. But Bashar Ali was in home. Rajesh Krishnan, the man at the cover region. Very well done indeed. I do believe that with Naveen Raj bowling, they should have a deep point instead of that mid-wicket fielder. Should get the person from deep mid-wicket inside the circle, drop back point, but they decide to go with the same field. The final delivery of this over, a full toss, could only be a 1. It's the end of over number 2, a good one. So far for Ecovert FM, the 23 for 2 in the power play. But this over surely belonged to Mulla Exchange. Just 7 runs of it with a priced wicket of Naveen Jacob. Looks like the captain will start from the road end. Shalish. And here is Salish, the captain, to bowl to Bashar Ali in the final over of the power play. Straight away swing from Bashar Ali. He's not coming on the front foot. Footwork seems to be a bit off. Shalish is bowling with good pace. That's why you see once again the short third man and short fine leg both closer to the wicket keeper. Right arm round, bowl it inside the trim line. So 2 dot deliveries, pressure now on Bashar Ali. He's 2 of 4, and this is T10 cricket. Dot deliveries are like precious gold. Where is the line? Where is the length? Outside off. There's a fielder who should protect it. He'll keep it only for a 1. So steady over so far. Just one run of it in the 3 deliveries. Where are they eyeing now? Where is Omar eyeing? He's 5 of 3. Usually likes to get an explosive start. But he's only had 3 deliveries so far to play. Will he take on Salish? Going deep in the crease. It could have been a chance at the non-striker's end if it would have been a direct hit. Bashrat Ali had almost given up. And what an over this is turning out to be. Just a run, especially bowling in the power play. What a comeback by Mulla exchange after that expensive over from Arun Selvaraj. So we've dropped back now. Cover to deep extra cover. Down the ground, that's going to be a boundary surely. What a shot from Umar. It was in the arc. And a good straight drive from his bat. And this is what he's known for. And this is what Ecovert FM would be expecting from him. Once again, have a look at one. Shuffled across the crease. He's right inside the crease. Converted that fuller delivery into half volley. Got that much required boundary. Again going off, but this time did wide off the extra cover fielder. He slips and lets one go. He's very upset. Salish. It was a very, very productive over up until the final 2 deliveries. Have a look at this one again. Going outside off. Played a good square cut. Should have been protected, but he slipped right in the end. And so far it's the power plays that Ecovert FM have managed to get the better of Ecovert FM. 32 of 2. And 7 more overs to go. And Chantamara is the new bowler. It's Anudeep Chantamara. And that's a first wicket. Could you believe that? Bashrat Ali, he looked not so confident with the footwork you would see on that occasion. Once again, it was bowled short. He wanted to play it from the back foot. And no wonder. There's a big gap between bat and pad and it's lodged in the very first delivery. So what I like about the Al Mulla exchange bowlers as they've been picking up wickets. They find some way to pick up wicket after every over. You can see that no footwork at all. He's just standing and swinging his bat. And rightfully he has to go back. Bashrat Ali, that's wicket number 3 down. And Ecovert FM look to be in a spot of bother, at least in the wickets column. Once again, a good delivery. They'll get that single now because the field restrictions are out. Now 5 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. And Praveen has come, but all eyes surely will be on Omar now. How he goes about the proceedings. Does he keep targeting the bowlers, or does he play a couple of quiet overs to let his partner settle in and then both of them decide to go out? What's going to be the strategy here is decided in the coming 2 overs. Doesn't look like Umar wants to stop off the back foot. There's in the gap, but the fielders are there. You could see everyone putting their hard strides in. They want to prevent those runs, extra runs, from letting it go. And Umar, he doesn't look that he will be kept quiet with the wickets column. 3 wickets are down. He surely wouldn't want to give his wicket away. At the same time, he's making sure that he makes his presence felt. What has Anudeep got? He's shuffling his field. So, with the consent of the captain, surely. A full toss, played it well in the gap. There's no one there. An easy boundary. Looks like it slipped off his hands. Anudeep. And have a look at this one. The thing is, he shuffled across and he's lucky that did not go above the waist, otherwise would have been a no ball. And Omar now is looking dangerous for a Shailesh. He will have his heads turning. He wants his wicket badly. Off the back foot this time, it's up in the air. The fielder at backward point is underneath it. And he will take that catch. So Omar is gone. And this is a sign of worry for the Quarte FM. And this is what I was telling you, dear viewers. Omar, he knew he was the key person there. He should have stayed on for a bit more time. But he wanted to attack on every possible delivery. This is inexperience at the least. He goes out for playing 19 of just 9 deliveries. And sad faces in the dugout of Ecovert FM. He bowled it short. Maybe it hurried up to him. And that was not the length nor the line for Omar to pull it on the onside. Nonetheless, it's Abdullah Ghulam who walks out to the crease at the departure of his good friend Omar. And Ecovert FM have managed to pick up 4 wickets inside the 4 overs. Anudeep has picked 2. Arun Selvaraj has 1. And Naveen Raj has 1 under his column. So for other fielders in the deep, there's long off, long on, a deep mid wicket, deep backward point, and an extra cover. Starts off with a wide. That's 5 extra runs going for that boundary. He'll not be pleased with himself. He picked up those 2 good wickets. Both the batters are new. They don't want to give any extras whatsoever. So here is he for the final delivery of this over. Running that single, hesitant Abdullah. Nonetheless, that's end of over number 4 and Ecovert FM of 45 for 4 in terms of the runs that they have in the 4 overs. It's very good. They're scoring more than 11 runs every over. But the stat in the wicket column will be a sign of worry. And the reason is that they don't have any set batters now. Both these batters are new, Praveen and Abdullah. They do have the firepower in themselves, but again, the caliber of Omar, Praveen is on to another level. So Shinu is being introduced now into the attack. So every bowler coming in and bowling 1-1 over each. Shinu John. He bowls on to the pads, roll off the wrist, is in the gap, the keeper is running. Will it go towards the boundary? He doesn't have the legs. But they take in that 3 important runs. A good throw. What a throw it was. If only it would have been just near the stumps. So poor delivery from Shinu. And courtesy that shot, now they have a fielder, a deep backward square leg. Long off already there, long on. There's one a deep mid wicket. And another is placed at deep extra cover. So here is Praveen. What does he decide to do? Will he get himself in or will he strike from the very first delivery in this over? He decides to go for it. That's a good catch. If it has been taken, it has been taken, dear viewers. What a catch. That's Anudeep at short third man. What a catch once again, I would say. And Praveen losing the plot here. He should have get himself in. And you could see that catch in that replay, and it will be very, very interesting, dear viewers. What a catch for me. It's one of the catch of the match and catch of the season as well. A top contender. Because the ball was going away from him. He had to dive all out. Have a look at this one. It was up. And it was going. What a dive forward. That's going to be an excellent catch. And you could see the reaction from his colleagues. Splendid. So as I said, Mulla Exchange, they have a very, very good bowling lineup. So their commitment in the field has been top notch. And you could see that they've picked up 5 wickets. Every over they come and they pick one. And Ecovert FM really will be very, very upset with the performance. They wouldn't have expected that Mulla Exchange will come up so hard. Naveen Jacob winning the toss. Did he lose the match halfway in the toss? We still have some more overs to find out. And Drew is off the mark right away. And Shinu will be very, very happy. Definitely. That's a good shot off the back foot. It's straight to the fielder. So Abdullah now looking at attack. He's attacking. Outside off, there's no footwork whatsoever from the batters. They're only swinging their bat. And this is where hit and run is what I would like to call it. They will just hit the ball and run for it. So now there's a man at deep backward point, or you can say a third man, which is a bit wideish, and surely that's flying to him. A good fielding change. The reason is Shinu is bowling full and outside off, so anything an edge to the batter, which surely could have flying towards the third man region. Slower delivery. Abdullah shuffle across the crease. He looks to play on the onside more often with the stance. And brings us to the end of over number 5. Ecovert FM of 52 for 5. Scoring at 10 runs and over. So there's Naveen Raj. Again, you could see from both the batters, Abdullah and Ruh, the footwork is missing. Played it in the gap, however, they'll only get a 1. And this is where the experience and technicality of a batter comes into play. It's going to be a deciding over from 5 to 8 or 5 to 7 in the next 2 or 3 overs. Where is this match headed? Can Ecovert FM get a score past 100 or will they be restricted under 100? And that's a wicket from Naveen Raj. What a delivery. He had no clue, and again I would blame the footwork there. Plenty of gap between bat and pad, and it is dismantle his gates. And Mulla has to walk back. Not an happy encounter for him, scoring just 2 from the 4 deliveries that he's faced. And that's wicket number 6 for the Mulla exchange. Have a look at this one, dear viewers. There was plenty of gap, as I said. He was waiting on the back foot, wanted to play the square cut. But it's always difficult when you do not have your front foot forward. And even if you play it from the back foot, you got to be onto it. He was waiting for the ball. And sadly has to depart. But nonetheless, that brings us to a new batter, Mirza Ahmed. They've been losing the plot, Ecovert FM, as I said, they got to keep the scoreboard ticking, at least get 10 or 15 runs, see off the bowlers until over number 7 or 8, and then in the final 2 overs they can go all out. Inexperienced is what will take Ecovert FM down in this match. It's given as a wide or what? No, the umpire feels brushed off the pads. He's now given it as a wide, a late decision. What a delivery from Naveen Raj. He's thinking the umpire, not given. Spectacular delivery to follow up. He's getting the ball to spin with the arm. Have a look at this one, dear viewers. It spun right into him. Was it height? Did it him above the knee roll? And that's what I believed saved Mirza on that occasion. Shrikant, our umpire, the experienced. And that's a slog sweep. Should only be a 1. And with that, Mirza will keep the strike. Brings us to the end of over number 6. Ecovert FM of 55 for 6. So what a match this has been. If you see the percentage win It's tilting in the favor of Al Mulla Exchange, at least with the way things have gone for the Quarte FM. That's a good shot. And one bounce toward the fielder, the captain Shilish at long off. The next 2 overs, they should try to get at least 12 runs to have a decent total on board, a defendable one at least. Ducked in short. It's just inside the trim line. If you would have sliced it hard, they had a fielder in the position. Third man was a slightly wider. So again, a 1 run. So 1s and 2s. Al Mulla Exchange will not be that worried. However, they will look to protect those as well. But boundaries and 6s is what they would like to protect. Because the match is now into their hands. It's in their control. But as I said, that's a good shot. Shilish underneath it. Can only watch it go. And Mirza here gets the better of Arun. Arun has been very expensive in the first over, and right now once again he's given that 6. The momentum which was built, you could see that half volley. He got underneath the ball and a good shot over the long off fielder. Ducked in short. It's given 1 for the over. And 1 more ball to go to finish off over number 7. But so far, just 8 runs given. So you can say that it's decent in terms of how we've seen T10 cricket go. So looks like bring us to the end of over number 7. Ecovert FM 64 for 6. It's got to be interesting to see how much can they accumulate in the next 3 overs. I believe if they get even 30 runs from here, 94, and if they can stretch themselves with a couple of 6s, even 36 and get them to 100, which I feel is a defendable total because they too have a good bowling lineup. And more important, these are the qualifiers. So the nerves will be very, very important when you chase. And Al Mulla Exchange believe in chasing. So there's Anudeep coming to bowl over number 8. He's going to be 13 runs. But more important, he's picked up 2 good wickets. And that wicket number 3 in the block hole. What a delivery to Mirza. He didn't have any clue whatsoever. And what a bowling performance here from Anudeep. Surely he has been the star tonight. 3 wickets for him. And Mirza goes out for 9, and Ecovert FM now struggling to get even that 100 on board with this wicket of Mirza now. Just 3 more players left. Have a look at this one, dear viewers. Right in the block hole, no footwork from Mirza. There's also ball a bit slower. And brings us Sarad Vasudev, jersey number 99. And surely Quarte FM would at least hope to get 99. Or anything that they feel is defendable on this pitch. The Mulla exchange surely getting a bit closer to the semi-finals. At least with the performance that they have had in the bowling department, it's impressed and it was expected. That's height, surely that's height on that occasion. Also, was it going down leg? So all eyes now on Abdullah. What does he do? He's not had a good outing so far. It's a 7 of 8 with minimal footwork and display. Now he stepped out of the crease. Once again, a very, very good delivery from Anudeep in the block hole. Abdullah could only get bat to ball and he'll be off strike. And what an awesome bowling performance this has been from the Al Mulla exchange bowlers. Very, very delighted with their performance, especially in the quarterfinals. They've performed well throughout the league stages, but in the quarterfinals, the performance has just been one level up. A good shot, a good throw at the keeper. And there was no one backing up, so they get additional runs. They are very upset. So is Anudeep with that throw from the captain himself. Salish was at point. There should have been someone to back that one up. But the keeper as well was slow to react. And 5 runs is what Abdullah will get for that shot. Beg your pardon, that's Vasu who will get that additional runs. Put it down the ground. It should be a 1. Again, it's only slapping the ball hard. Lacks the technicality, Abdullah. The score has so far been good, 72. Loss of 7 wickets. Is that a wicket? The keeper has missed it. The slow delivery, disguised. Everybody smiles all around. That's the end of over number 8. Ecovert FM are 72 for the loss of 7 wickets. And Salish coming to ball. That's a good shot. The fielder will protect it. Only keep down for an awkward throw. But this time there was some backing. The wicket keeper, as well as Shinu John, backing that one up. He's bowling right arm around the wicket to Sarat and Abdullah. And that's a wicket. What a delivery in the block hole. Dislodged the stumps. And Salis, the captain, also gets his wicket. And Ecovert FM have been losing wickets on a trot. 73 for 8. 2 more wickets to go. And we will see the innings being done for the Ecovert FM. They have 10 more deliveries to play in this match. And hopefully at least they can get 10 more runs. And get to a total that's at least considered to be defendable. They should get to 90 at least. And Sarat Vasudev departs a 5. And have a look at this one. It was in the block hole. Nothing that Sarat could do. He was pretty slow to react. Couldn't get the bat in time. And Saad Sajjad is going to be the new batter. Jersey number 34. He is a good spinner of the ball. Mystery spinner. Be very interesting to see when he comes to bowl. What does he get from the surface? But the surface is not much to offer for the bowlers. It's the skill of the Al Mulla exchange bowlers that has helped them to get the better of Ecovert FM. 8 wickets down, especially in T10 cricket. This is marvellous. Play and miss for Saad Sajjad. And for the Al Mulla exchange, they will look to restrict Ecovert under 85 or under 90, I would say. Because in T10 cricket, scoring at 8 runs and over is not that difficult. With 10 wickets in hand always, you can think that is achievable. That's an appeal, a loud one indeed. The umpire seems unmoved. He's given it as a leg by. This over, they've only produced 2 runs for the Ecovert FM. 2 more deliveries to go. Can Abdullah do something here? Can he step up? So far is scoring less than run a ball. 10 of 11. You can only play it for a dot. So final delivery of this over and a good spell from the captain himself. He stepped up on the occasion. He just got a wicket, but more important, the runs are only 10. And they've always managed to pick up those wickets, build the pressure on the Ecovert FM batters, and looks like without the services of Meet Bhavsar and Bilal Tahir, their batting lineup has been exposed tonight. Again in the block hole, he'll get that one. Abdullah, he will keep strike. So the final over left of the first innings. And Ecovert FM would at least expect to get 15 of this one. Otherwise, Al Mulla exchange will be a happy camp walking back into the dugout. And as Salish Chandran had said during the toss, he was very, very happy that he gets to bowl first. That was what he wanted in spite of losing the toss. And there's Ansal, who's going to be the bowler to finish off the first proceedings in the first innings. He's been given the over. It's surprising that it's the final over. And he's come to bowl his first over in this match. So here we are, Abdullah on strike. He decides to go hard. He will not run. He would like to take the final 5 deliveries. He was looking for that boundary or a 6. He doesn't acknowledge the hitting capability of Saad Sajjad, at least from the way he backed out. He's upset, but he should get that 1 or 2 runs. He cannot waste deliveries. Even Saad Sajjad, he might not have the big hitting capability, but he has the technicality in him to get that boundary. What a shot in the gap. He gets that boundary that he was looking for, and that's the reason he doesn't want to give away the strike to Saad Sajjad. He wants to keep the strike. Abdullah, he gets that 4, and a poor one from Ansal onto the pads. And what a swing off the arm. So the final 3 deliveries. Again a good shot, but this time straight to the fielder. He'll get that 1 here. He wants to come back for the second. He's running. I don't know for what. Saad Sajjad was never ever interested. Abdullah, he wanted the strike. There's never a 2 there. Visibly upset with Saad Sajjad. But have a look at this one. He played it straight to the fielder. 1 bounce. He picked it up. But as you would see, the throw was not that confident, and Saad Sajjad was in his ground. He did not move an inch. Sort of a disrespect for Abdullah as well. He would feel it. Brings us Bikram Raj, the last man for the Quarte FM. 2 more deliveries to go. And Quarte FM have got 80 runs. 80 on the board. Wanted to be cheeky, couldn't get the bat to ball. Has it been given as a leg by? Yes, you could see that. He couldn't connect it. Otherwise, it would have been a cheeky shot for a boundary. If only he would have connected. So the final delivery of this match. The keeper misses, but they will steal in that run, which is in the form of a bye. So brings us to the end of over number 10 and the end of the first innings for the Quarte FM. They've managed to put on 82 on board. And the match summary brought to you, dear viewers, after winning the toss, electing to bat first, Quarte FM, 82 for 9. Nothing much contribution. Omar Abdullah, 19 for 9. Abdullah Ghulam, 16. And Murshid Mustafa, 10. But in the bowling department, Anudeep, 3 wickets, 3 crucial wickets. Going with 20 runs, Naveen Raj, 2 for 10. And Arun Raj, 1 of 25. And the captain, Salish Chandan, 1 of 11. So that's it, dear viewers, from the first innings. When we come back after this short break, we'll see the innings of Al Mulla Exchange trying to chase 83 in the allotted 10 overs. So welcome back, dear viewers, for the chase in the second innings. Al Mulla Exchange. What a match for them, at least. They managed to pick up 9 wickets. And Ecovert FM have been restricted to under 90. So all eyes on how the Al Mulla Exchange batters come out and get this innings going. They'll be cautious though. This is surely going to be very, very interesting, dear viewers, to watch. We'll be live in action in a couple of minutes. But do stay tuned to us for this match. The quarter-final number 3. So there we have all the fielders in there from the Ecovert FM that had a good talk, good prep talk from the captain as well. And surely they will have come out with the intent to not let Al Mulla Exchange chase down 83 in the 10 overs. Things have been delayed from the Al Mulla Exchange camp. The umpire, as you would see, not upset, is very upset, beg your pardon. They're still waiting for the batters. And they have to start right from ball 1, the Quarte FM bowlers, whoever starts the proceedings. Wickets are a key here to put Al Mulla Exchange in that kind of pressure, which will not allow them to score those runs. There are the batters. Number 50 is our very own Naveen Raj at the non-striker's end, and Rajesh Krishnan would take the strike to start off the innings for the Al Mulla Exchange. And the bowler, our very own Mirza Ahmed. So everything set. Naveen Jacob making sure that the fielders are there in the right position. This is the power play, so only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. We can see 1 fielder at long on. There's a fielder who was initially at deep mid-wicket, is now been pushed. Since Rajesh, our batter is left-handed, so it's long off. And there's a deep backward point. So everything's set. Mirza is ready. So is the umpire Shahid Raja. And here we are all set to start ball number 1 of innings number 2. Player numbers are appealing to the umpire Shahid. Everyone coming in from the circle. Did they hear some noise? Or do they want to put the umpire under pressure from the ball 1? It's going to be interesting to see what happened. But what we know is it will not be easy, even for the Mulla exchange, to get this required total of 83. It's achievable in terms of what we've seen the matches go so far, and with the lineup that Mulla exchange have. There's never a one. Good work done by Naveen Raj to send Rajesh back. It would have been a risky one had Naveen responded to it. What a shot that from Rajesh, but the fielder had shot fine leg. He drops one. There was a chance for him. Naveen will not be happy. They had to take those chances. And Rajesh, what missed time shot, I would like to say, that one. You could see Naveen is not so happy with that effort. The required run rate 8.63. Run into the power play, so of course they will look to get a boundary or a 6. You could see Naveen kissing his bat, maybe putting in some balls into his head. A full toss down the ground. The long on fielder can only watch it go away from him. It was hit with power and the timing, and that boundary comes in for Mulla exchange and off the bat of Naveen Raj. A poor delivery from Mirza, and even Shahid did well, the umpire, to get off the line of the ball. 2 more deliveries to go to finish off the first over, and Naveen would expect to get another boundary here at least. And a good one, good line, good length, wicket to wicket. And we're in here, dear viewers. Do not believe that 82 or 83 can be achieved. This is the quarterfinals, where always the nerves are very, very important. You saw that in the match of KCC, who were at the top of the table, where they lost out very closely to JK Super 11. In the quarterfinal number 1. Down the ground. Stay to the fielder. That's the end of over number 1. Mulla exchange of 5 for no loss. So as you can see, a cautious start from both these batters. They do not want to take those risks. However, Rajesh had given that opportunity to the shot fine leg fielder, who was only swirling underneath the ball. It's going to be Abdullah to bowl from the garden end. So pace and spin bowling in tandem. So where are the 2 fielders? One fielder at deep mid-wicket outside the 30-yard circle. The other at long on. Tossed up. Want to play a slow sweep. That's given. That's good stumping. And what a delivery from Abdullah, and he gets Rajesh. So 1 wicket down, and the pressure would now sweep in. Rajesh goes out for 1, so that opportunity which was there, a short fine leg, the fielder who dropped it, Rajesh, has not made good use of it. And have a look at this one, dear viewers. Came down the ground, but couldn't get his back leg in time. And it was given by Shahid Raja. So Al Mulla lose their first wicket, and it looks like Pradeep is going to be the new batter to replace Rajesh. So we're all set. Pradeep now into the action. Abdullah very happy with that first wicket. And can he produce a magic here? Off the back foot, wanted to play a cut. Square cut, but in the gap. And he's missing it completely. So pressure surely will be there on the batters of Al Mulla Exchange as well. Because this is a deciders. Down the ground, in the gap. This is running towards the boundary. So 4 runs of this over. And Pradeep with that positive shot, surely. And this is where the Al Mulla Exchange will have, is they have to take calculated risk. They have to measure what they have to score. That was a poor delivery, I would say, allowing Pradeep to come on the front foot and driving it into the gap. Bowling shot. Has it missed? We'll have to wait for the umpire. What his decision will be. Giving it as a bye. The umpire, the batter, Naveen, expected it to be a bit wide. Nonetheless, 1 run given. So still 5 runs of this over. Very, very cautious start from the Al Mulla Exchange. They're not taking those risks. They want to see off the power play. And then try to score 9 or 10 runs every over. So it depends on how Naveen Raj now goes about the business against Abdullah. Toss up delivery there, you would see. Not trying to take a risk. Just defended it off the front foot. Just playing it with softer hands. So the final delivery of this over. Bowled it short. Couldn't take the advantage to play it on the onside. He'll be happy with the 1 and he will keep strike. It's the end of over number 2. Al Mulla Exchange at 11 for 1. So is Naveen going to introduce spin from the other end? No, they stick to Mirza to bowl a final over of his spell and final over of the power play. He bowled well. Was just close to pick up the wicket of Rajesh Krishnan. And in spite of that, just 5 runs given in the first over. So cautious start, as I keep repeating, from the Al Mulla Exchange. They will have the calculators working. They exactly know how much they require. Unlike the first innings where Ecovert FM had to put everything on board. Bold and short, clear the 30-yard circle, or has he? It's in the air. Couple of juggles, that's gone. So wicket number 2 falls for the Mulla exchange. And have we seen a repeat being shown here of the innings of Ecovert FM? Mind you, they were losing wickets every over. And the similar situation now for the Mulla exchange. Navin Raj departs for 5 of 6. And Murshid getting a good catch, running forward. He waited but couldn't get the timing. It only had the elevation, 2 juggles, and he manages to hold on in the end. There comes Nitin Saldana, the dangerous batter. You can never expect to take him out of the game. The flip side of him as well is he likes to strike hard, so sometimes he might either score plenty or be departed cheaply. So surely will be very, very interesting. You will see the players from Kuwait, Swedish have already arrived for their upcoming match. They're preparing, they are making sure that they have a good match as well, the upcoming one. But for now, it's going to be Nitin Saldana at the crease to face a Mirza, who would be very delighted or delighted to pick up that first wicket of his in the very first delivery of over number 3. Onto the pads, couldn't get it wide off the mid-wicket fielder, Nitin Saldana. And as long as he is there with Pradeep, Mulla exchange will feel that they are in the match. The only thing required is to not lose wickets, even run a ball or 6 runs every over. Up until over number 7 or 6 will do the trick. That could have been a chance only if it would have been collected by Faridullah Qasim. Was steaming in from short fine leg but couldn't pick it up cleanly. So they are living dangerously at the Mulla exchange, courtesy the good bowling performance, good line and length is what I would like to say from the Ecovert FM bowlers Mirza and Abdullah. Into him, that's height. They're appealing, but surely that was height. Hit him on the thighs. And you could see the animations out there. All the fielders closing in. They want that wicket desperately. They want one more wicket. They want to put pressure on the Mulla exchange batters. On Pradeep, on Nitin. They want to take down this match right up till the wire. And as a viewer and as a commentator, surely would like to see this one. Slow delivery did not pick up by Nitin. You could see that he had no idea whatsoever. So it's been a quiet over with that wicket as well. Just 2 runs of it. And a good delivery in 2 minds was Pradeep, whether to go for that run or no. Nonetheless, it's the end of over number 3 and Mulla exchange 14 for 2. They will now feel the pressure. The required run rate has been climbing. But good thing for them that it's the end of the power play, so now the field will be spread out. So they can now take those ones and twos. The required run rate still in check, 9.86. So basically 10 runs and over from here on will seal the deal for the Al Mulla exchange in this quarter final number 3. So Omar Abdullah has the ball in hand, and he'll be replacing Abdullah from the garden end. Abdullah managed to pick up a wicket here from this end of Rajesh. What a shot from Nitin Saldana. Is that going? Yes, it's going for a 6. So he begins well. He likes spinners, Nitin Saldana, and surely will be taking Omar to the end here. And what a shot. First up, he'll be under pressure. Umar surely invited him down the ground, but for him, he played it inside out and well over the field. What has he got here with the ball number 2? Played a shot. Is that going once again? Yes, it is. And Nitin Saldana will be toying with the bowling lineup, especially if it's a spinner. He needs to be careful, Umar, with the line and length that he's bowling. And this was short off the back foot. Easy pickings with the power and timing that Nitin Saldana has. So just an advice for him if he... However, he cannot hear my voice, but if I had to be in a position, either give the ball a flight, bowl wicket to wicket, or bowl it a bit full. Invite Nitin to play off the front foot because he's very, very powerful off the back foot against the spinners. Just keep the ball between off and middle. And things have headed over here. 12 runs straight away of the first 2 deliveries. 4 more deliveries to go. And this is where smartness comes in. He has to play out the remaining 4, not take any additional risk whatsoever. Give it a flat outside off. Is it going towards the fielder? Yes, it is. And this is what I said. Nitin Saldana, he gets into that mode where he likes to strike on every delivery and here. And sometimes sensible things do not seem sensible. He could have played the remaining 4 deliveries for a single, but wanted to take the additional risk, and in that moment perishes, scoring 14 of 7. Have a look at that one. Bowled it outside off, invited him to play it over the fielder. Had a good catch nonetheless. So Al Mulla exchange now in a spot of bother surely. With 3 wickets down, Nitin Saldana back into the pavilion. And Ansal is going to be the new batter to replace Nitin. And this match is not done yet. Sometimes it swings in the favour of Ecovert FM. Sometimes now with the Al Mulla exchange. Rightly, the dangerous batter is out in the dugout. Slashed it hard, wanted to play it in the gap. Couldn't quite get it into the gap, straight to the fielder at backward point. So now Omar will put the pressure on the new batter, Ansal. Good follow up. So he came back stronger after conceding those 2 sixes. Can he pick up 1 more wicket here and get Ecovert FM right back into this match? They are a bit slow with time. They have to be cautious about that thing as well. But It's the end of over number 4 for now. Al Mulla Exchange at 26 for 3. The asking run rate, however, is maintained 9.5 in spite of those 2 good shots. Still under 10, controllable. But every over, they need a boundary or a 6. So Bashrat Ali is going to be the new bowler. He's bowling from the road end, placing Mirza, who finished off his spell. Full toss, the long off fielder interested for a moment, just on a 1 bounce. So Pradeep is playing run a ball. Ansel Nazar still to open his account. 3 dot deliveries for him. This is pressure. Current run rate 6.48, but what's important is the asking run rate. Down the ground, it'll only be a 1. So things now evenly poised between both the teams. You cannot predict who's going to be the winner here. At least after the first innings, the match was tilted in the favour of Al Mulla Exchange. But now it's evenly handed. We do not know what's going to happen in the remaining deliveries to come. 30 deliveries to be precise. You could see Pradeep is only swinging the ball, swinging his bat. Scoring now less than a run. This over as well has only gone for 2. So Ecovert FM slowly but steadily creeping into this match. They will take it right up till the end. What a shot that was. Only getting a 1 is not going to help their cause. They need to get a boundary of this final delivery if they have to be on par with the required run rate. But in spite of getting that 4, they will still be under par. It's only 7 runs after this over if they get it. And the asking run rate is 9.5. That's an appeal, loud appeal, the keeper, and it has been given. That's an LBW decision in the favour of Ecovert FM, and Ansel cannot believe it. Cannot believe his eyes. He's standing there. You could see dejected. He's still standing. Still standing, but there's no review system, Ansel. You have to walk back. And wicket number 4 is down for the Al Mulla Exchange. And Ecovert FM very, very happy with the performance so far. Their bowlers have been spinning a web around these batters. Have a look at this one. Interesting here. It's hit him a bit higher, going down leg. He was surprised with the decision as well. Was it going above the stumps? Hit him above the knee roll though, but nonetheless, the umpire has given it as a wicket. Shahid Raja. And the new batter out there will be Rajat Reji. And Praveen is going to be the new bowler. So this match What a shot this from Pradeep. That is going poor one from Praveen. He let Pradeep play that pull shot outside off and a bit bold shot. You are asking for trouble. What a shot. That ball is gone. It has to be replaced with another one. Now will Pradeep start to fire? We'll have to wait. 12 away so far. And Abdullah coming and speaking to Praveen. They have to make sure that they contain the runs. The momentum now is on the side of Ecovert FM. And they cannot let Mulla exchange get on with the scoring. Especially that Reji is new at the non-striker's end. And Pradeep, before the shot, seemed to struggle a bit with the timing. So what will Praveen bowl here? The line is going to be interesting. It's inviting him down the ground. That's a good shot. Well fielded. Only keep it for a 1. Pradeep is now decided that he is going to take the attack on to the bowlers. And right now facing the line of action is Praveen. Beg your pardon. The required 100 now over 10. A risky single, a good throw, would have seen the back of Pradeep. Though it was very, very difficult for even Naveen Jacob to collect and hit the stumps. Pradeep living dangerously. He wants a strike, he wants most of the strike now. Banged in short and wide, that's given as a wide, so it's not helping. He banged in shot with a lot of pace. Inviting him, getting the outside edge. The timing was not spot on. Beat him in the flight. You can say Pradeep played that one way too early. Off the back foot in the gap. Is it going for the boundary? The ball is running, but the fielder coming in hard. Good throw, but cannot stop that 2 being taken. So this has been a very, very good over for the Mulla exchange. 12 runs coming of it with a delivery to go. Can Reji get a couple of runs here? He has to play risk-free cricket, which is the need of the hour. What a delivery. Surprised him with that spin. It's the end of over number 6. Mulla exchange 41 for 4. So the final 24 deliveries of this match, and this is going to be in the favour of whom? We still have to find out. Both the teams are evenly poised at this situation. And the upcoming match is another hell of a thriller. It is going to be the Kuwait Swedish taking on NCM Investment. They are the two solid sides in this tournament. Plenty of big hitting names, but Kuwait Swedish will miss many of their star players. Usman Ghani, Syed Munib, Yasin Patel, many of them missing. There we see the required run 42 and 24. So almost you can say it's coming now to 12 runs every over. So far the required run at 10.5 before the start of this over. But as you see, a couple of dot balls, runs not being scored, the equation surely will become 12 every over. So Umar, he bowls that one wide, spun too much. They're inviting Pradeep as well to go inside out or play it in the cover region. There's a deep cover fielder. He's playing it too early, given as wide once again. They're not happy. Is Umar, so is Naveen Jacob, but they have to accept the decision of the umpire. Shrikant, I beg your pardon, that's our very own Mr. Shahid Raja. This time invited, this is going out of the park. Pradeep has decided to take on the action of towards the bowlers. And he's been doing all the hitting now, 20 of 11. As I said, he looked to struggle. He was 5 of 5. But 2 good strikes. First of Praveen and now in this over from Umar. Again, you would see he's only trying to hit hard. Again off the back foot. He has to be cautious this over so far, given them 8 runs, 4 more deliveries to go. Might as well, he can play 1 run, get off the strike. It's already, as I said, 8 runs this over. He has to be cautious. This one, is it going? The fielder long on. Yes, that's gone for another 6. With every shot coming off the bat of Pradeep, the Mulla dugout has been cheering. They are very, very happy. And they want to see more of this from this man. This time he shuffled across the crease. And playing it against the spin, never too easy. And 2 good strikes, 2 more deliveries to go. This time given as a wide. He shuffled across the crease, but the ball was way too out of the reach. And rightly so, given it as a wide by the umpire Shahid Raja. This has been a very, very expensive over from Umar. 15 runs of it. Ducked in shot, that's 6, that's going. No bother looking for it. He's feeling the pressure. And it has been utilized in the favor of Mulla Exchange. And 3 good strikes, and looks like Ecovert FM have lost the plot here in the bowling of Umar. He wanted to slide it fast, but in the process ducked in shot and stand and deliver for Pradeep. He's been the man, 32 of 15. Just changing things for the Mulla Exchange here. This one, is it going as well? Yes, it has gone. Can you believe that, dear viewers? 24 runs in the form of 6s. And you can add 3 more for the wides being given. And this match now all said and done in the favor of Mulla Exchange. Courtesy the innings of Pradeep here. They required 42 before the start of this over. You could see 27 being given only in the over of Umar, which brings the equation now that they require 15 runs in the next 3 overs. So at a point that they needed 10.5 every over, they require 100 now, 5 runs every over. So this match already in the pocket of Mulla Exchange. Naveen Jacob will be mighty upset with the performance of Umar. He's as if he's gifted this match away to the Mulla Exchange, especially to Pradeep. Now it's got to be sensible innings from Rajit Reji. Get back to bowl, not try to play anything foolish here. They are in the driving seat. They can wait for the bad ball to come, but the good ones need to be respected. He came down the ground. Is it going to the fielder? Is prevented for it to be going for A boundary here. Could have been a chance. Where is Prajit running? Where is he running here? Murshid. A good attempt from him in the long off region. He dived to save that 4. He was travelling. The equation 14 of 16. He'll be happy with that one. Wanted to take another 6 here, but it's okay. The equation in their favour. Slapped it again for a 1. They should be happy with that 1. There are plenty of deliveries here now. 12 more runs required. And this one, is it going? Yes, it has gone. This makes the equation even more simpler for the Al Mulla Exchange to get. They are at 77. Why is he upset, Abdullah? It was a poor delivery to say the least from him. Bold and short, you could see here. Allowing Pradeep to swing his arm. Is he upset for the attempt? Did he want him to jump in the air? This one, it's played on the onside for a 1. He'll keep the strike. It's the end of over number 8. And Al Mulla Exchange 78, requiring just another 5 to finish off this match and finish off their position in the semi-finals. So Pradeep 46 of 19 single-handedly has brought his team home to the victory here. And rightfully he will be the top contender for the man of the match in this inning. He's a contender. There's Anudeep as well, who's picked up 3 wickets. And is it late that they bought Saj Sajja? They should have been bought down very early. He's a good spinner. That's been given as a wide. Disappointment for Naveen Jacob was Saj Sajja. It should have been introduced early instead of Omar Abdullah. That's gone. So Pradeep has to walk back. He plays for a well played 46 of 20. And they'll be cheering, no doubt the dugout is cheering for his performance. He played well, brought his team home towards a victory. All they require is another 4 runs. And they will see themselves home. He should have stayed there, finished off his 100. But nonetheless, his team is almost there to win this match and set themselves in the semi-final. There you would see. Wanted to slap it hard in the gap between cover and extra cover. But a good low catch on Bikram Singh. So in walks Arun to face the next 4 deliveries and hopefully can get a boundary or a 2 here. They can book their final spot. So it will be interesting to see Saj Sajjad. What does he do here? Can he bowl in 4 dot deliveries? Given as a wide, they still in that run. So the equation becomes even more easier. 2 more runs required from the next 10 deliveries. They get that one. Scores are level. There's no way Al Mulla Exchange can lose in this match. And they have another 9 deliveries to finish off things for them. And what a match this has been. 1 over was enough to seal the deal. Omar. And this one's up in the air. It should be a 1 or a boundary to say the least. And Al Mulla Exchange have got the better of Ecovert FM in this quarterfinal number 3. And what a victory here, dear viewers. And what a match this has been. You could see that a good shot shuffling across the crease. The fielder was brought inside the circle. And it went well over him towards the boundary line. So Ecovert FM, after having won the toss, electing to bat first, only managed to score 82 in the 10 overs with a disciplined bowling performance from the Al Mulla Exchange. 3 wickets from Anudeep and all the others chipped in to get 1 wicket each. But in reply, it was way too quick for the Al Mulla Exchange. They struggled as well early on. They lost a couple of wickets, but it was the innings of Pradeep who had made all the difference in the winning and losing for the Al Mulla Exchange. There you will see the summary, dear viewers. Pradeep Subramanian 46 of 21, and Nitin Saldana 14 of 7 was all the difference that made in Al Mulla Exchange to win this match. So that's it, dear viewers, from this match. We'll head now into the presentation soon. Welcome back, dear viewers, for the post-match presentation. And what a match we have witnessed. Qualifier number 3. It was the innings of Pradeep which made all the difference in the win of Al Mulla Exchange and the Quarte FM. In the post-match presentation, I have the official Shrikant do the honours. And in the bowling department, to seal the deal for the Al Mulla Exchange, man of the match, dear viewers, is Anudeep for his excellent figures, picking up 3 crucial wickets and giving away only 20 runs in the 2 overs. Anudeep, please come forward and take rightfully your award for the man of the match. So that's it, dear viewers, from this match. We'll be up next for the qualifier number 4, which will be played between the Kuwait Swedish, who will be taking on N7 Investment. Stay tuned to this match coming up next.